one here.
Yeah. Khalid will be able to soak the damage the Ronin Esports would throw at him. It's all depend on what.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, double core.
This is tough. Look, double core 1-1 will go up against whoever in the gold lane. Potentially going to be babysat on by Justin on that Eudora, while Naomi roams around with the Basha. We've seen it in game 1. We might see it again.
Trying to rack my head here of the chances of either of these two teams. Sustain is what's lacking on the side of Ronin Esports. But again, they're hard to catch. They're a hard to catch lineup. Catch is what seems to be lacking here for EVOS. They have team catch, definitely. A lot of AoE crowd control. But sometimes you just need that sure one-man stun to stop the momentum, and that's what's lacking for the Harith. That's what Ronin has on the Eudora.
Partly on the Basha, yeah. And sometimes more often than not. Sometimes more often than not. More often than not, that's the single target stuns. The single target CCs will be the ones that matter in big team fights. As we hop on over towards the Land of Dawn, it's a 2-1-2 setup here for Ronin. Pekka and Justin will be in the gold lane this time around, just applying a lot of pressure there against that Khalid. This is a beautiful matchup in the bot lane. Will trump out Khalid. EVOS SG would want to start invading. Yi, Sun, Shin start pushing it on towards the top side. Soul already low in HP. They recognize that Soul is strong. And if Soul manages to lose out the lane, he will more than likely lose out the game.
This is going to be such a tough fight here for EVOS SG because Ronin are pretty much, in principle, doing the same thing that Ronin, that they did in game number 1, just with a few different pieces. But now this time around, a much better start because EVOS SG actually securing the first blood onto that Basha, taking out Naomi.
They will be putting Soul in a big of a setback because it's a 2v1 all the time, forcing problems on the side lane.
Yeah, EVOS SG still not thinking that they could potentially, that Ronin could potentially play a 1-2-2, and that's what, just as you mentioned, Soul is having a hard time dealing with. He picked up the execute just so that he can get a sure kill, but look at the damage coming in from the Veil. Naomi, really low. JPL might be the casualty here, actually, for EVOS SG.
Oh, Justin's
Ronin
there.
can good wrap around there for Justin, but that Bash is going to get taken out. 2 kills already for EVOS SG to open up the game now. Justin flickering to get away. Pokemon using the Lecto final blow to dash into there, but he's not going to be able to deal the damage to get anyone. EVOS SG starting this game so much better, and Naomi, not sure if it's just overly aggressive or overly confident
Gets
to
the
secure
stun
kills.
off the JPL though from way back behind. Justin will not get knocked up, but the lightning connects onto Aeon, and lightning does strike twice. I mean,
Trice.
not thrice.
Lightning strikes thrice. It sounded like you were trying to say twice also because, I don't know, and it just bled into it.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, tell the world we're fans of K-pop. Thanks, Nomad. But now, right now, EVOS SG have control of this game early on with a quick... for some reason, I cannot math right now, and I don't fully know the name. 1,400.
Your soul will not be
No
Ronin's.
response.
Will just regenerate himself as lightning once again strikes onto Potato. Mid lane looks like they're positioning themselves towards the turtle as Savvy and Pokemon in a scuffle.
And now EVOS SG handling this so much better.
Like
JPL giving the information there for where Ronin is. Naomi, because he spent so much time trying to find out information there for EVOS SG. Speaking of JPL.
Yeah, JPL manages to survive. Their turtle will be secured by EVOS SG without any sweat.
Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, Naomi spending a little bit too much time just trying to find information for EVOS SG. Didn't turn out so well.
Yeah.
And of course, EVOS SG addressing, the presence of the Basha were aggressive and disrupted Naomi early on, so that's good for EVOS. They're handling this so much better, and we're seeing here that now EVOS are ready for this unorthodox lineup that Ronin brought out.
Yeah, we're seeing very aggressive plays from EVOS SG that's starting to pay off, just like what she said. And the first couple of kills onto Naomi really set them back by just a bit, but over the bottom side of things, Soul still hasn't died But that's the turret as well secured over the top side. 1v2 kill by Sol there, taking down the Wan Wan. And now it's looking like an EVOS game. The hope of Singapore is still alive here.
And Ronin, now they're the ones surprised out of this, because looking at the lineup here, that Benedetta first pick actually working out really well here for EVOS SG because of the aggression that you can play as a Benedetta early on, the crazy burst damage, and the escape mechanisms that you have with your multiple dashes. More than enough to give you a good early
nice
game.
timing on the knock-up there. But Aeon and JPL Potato, at least they managed to take down the shields away from this mid lane turret. Ronin are having a hard time here. Look at the gold 4,000 in the pockets. I mean, in the lead here for EVOS SG. But let's not count Ronin out of the game just yet. It's still too early to tell what's going to happen because as soon as Justin starts to get 2 items in, he will become a problem. The question would be when. If Ronin decides to prolong the game a little bit more as Pekka almost falls down by the hands of JPL.
And if you look at the lineup of Ronin Esports, it just scales so well into the late game that this has to be the ticking time bomb of Ronin. EVOS SG, though, they have all the tools to end this before Ronin can get to the point where all their carries and their heroes are at a comfortable spot with their items. So EVOS SG just need to continue playing how they're playing this. They can't overstep. They can't commit a mistake. That gives 3 kills to none to Ronin, potentially even more. If that happens, Ronin will be primed and ready for a turnaround and potentially just snowball and win the game from there.
And will snowball happen as the knockup and the follow-through by Naomi secures the kill.
That was just great. Great positioning there by EVOS SG at that moment. Expecting Naomi to go there, and this is how I continue the momentum that they take out Justin Benedetta with another kill. Pokemon 3-0-1. I'm not all just mages. I'm not all just typical fighters. I can play assassin side lanes too.
And they can play the game whatever they want here at this point as Naomi gets the stun onto JPL, but not a lot of follow-throughs here. Again, that's partly due to the fact that Ronin does not have an economy to work with here. Bottom lane turret being pushed out by Sol and will get taken out without any problems. Getting knocked up. Savvy will get eliminated from that top lane. Turret once again going down. EVOS SG looking to end this as fast as he can. 6 minutes in, already 6 turrets down.
They know their win condition and they know the win condition of Ronin Esports, and that's how EVOS SG are just playing it, understanding what needs to happen and what can't happen. Pokemon right now, Brute Force Breastplate along with the Bloodlust Axe. Great attack speed damage, great sustainability. This Benedetta is going to be such a nightmare to take down. Clock of Destiny and Lightning Truncheon already for that Veil as Justin takes so much damage.
Naomi just absorbed a little bit more of that damage just so that Justin would survive. Wave clear is all things considered relatively good here for Ronin Esports, but yeah, EVOS SG looking like they're poised to end this. JPL almost falls down. The knockup by that Veil connects onto Silent. And now it's this bottom lane turret that Naomi is trying to defend. Pokemon diving into the back lines, taking down Pekka. And here comes the Raging Sandstorm by Sol. Catches Naomi. Not a lot of follow-through from the rest of EVOS SG. Silent diving in and out with the Chrono Dashes. With the Synchro Fishes as well. The stun is connecting. They finally get a kill. It is a 1-for-1 trade, but it's Naomi down. The only tag and gets deleted. 1-1. Is now 0-0, if you get the pun, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. And Turtle, just spawning again. Second turtle of the game. Just the second turtle of the game. We're only on the second turtle of the game. Or third.
No, second.
Second. And it's already at this situation here, Ronin, because of the lineup that they have. They needed to really scale into the late game, but EVOS SG was just so aggressive early on. Black Dragon form, look at that Ronin Esports, smell blood, and they try and want to end this, but the damage for the Veil, bursting out one another. Aeon and Justin are gone now. Savvy going really low. EVOS SG might just end it here if they cannot catch off the members of Ronin Esports, if they catch them all, but Sol regenning. Potato trying to get away. Sol stuck in the back with Pekka. Pekka really low. Pekka with the crossbow of tag. Sol goes down, and just like that, Pokemon though might be able to turn it around. Electo, final blow. This could be the final blow, but EVOS SG, Pokemon decides to play it safe. Ronin, good play to smell smelling blood, deciding that, you know what, I feel like we need to amp up the aggression right now. We need to secure some kills. Let's make a play, as risky as it could be. What do we have to lose? Oh, good steal.
Naomi just stole it away. Yeah, I'll steal your purple. Naomi says no. Not gonna happen.
Nah.
As the orange might get stolen here by EVOS SG because this is a 3-man contingency plan. Gets the knockup.
Windstorm.
No connection onto Naomi. Here comes the Black Dragon form. Is chasing down Aeon. That's the primary objective here. As Naomi and the rest of Ronin get stopped in their tracks.
Here comes
Like the final blow committed. And they're forced to run back because EVOS Soul, Raging Sandstorm, also Naomi. They're forcing everything, but they burst down JPL. Now it's a 3v4. The defense is now over Ronin. They don't have much to work with.
JPL expected Ronin to just keep running there, but Ronin, small calibration to just stop running and just wait in the bush right quick. Get that stun, secure that kill. At least they were able to get something out of that. Wind of Nature picked up here for the Isan-Shin. Bad news for Ronin. He's going to be able to just dodge or miss out on a lot of that physical damage that Ronin can throw. At the same time, Pokemon just picked up the Blade of Despair, so that is a big spike in power for EVOS SG, picking up their third core items for their core heroes.
And it is the Lord that is going to fall down here unless Naomi seals this. Not going to happen. Mutt now forced to back off. Savi forced to use the Black Dragon form just to keep everybody at bay. Pokemon, JPL, and Aeon are looking for blood. Disengaging will instead focus on shoving it on the lanes.
The game isn't over yet, but I can sense the Singaporean fans are really happy because the hope of Singapore still breathing and going strong here in the MPLI. EVOS SG broke the code against Ronin.
Ronin, again, just like what we mentioned earlier on, they have a ticking time bomb to their names. We're waiting for 1-1 to start going online, but the way that the game has been progressing here, EVOS SG securing out whatever we want here as JPL might be next in line here. Pokemon diving in the back lines. The Electro Final Blow will secure the kill, as well as the Mountain Shocker. Naomi low on HP will be regenerating. Savi and Silent will try to focus on the Lord here, and it is knocking on the door. They have HP here. EVOS SG wants to end this. Black Dragon form to deter anybody. They managed to stop the push. They managed to stop and defend this. The minions are going to go down. Savi will fall down. No minion. Well, the minion waves are finally there. They won't be able to focus on this. And we're going to game 3.
The hope of Singapore survives. And EVOS SG force out a game 3 against Ronin. Oh man, we've got ourselves another game number 3 in the MPLI.